Did you know there's a tiny country in Europe where you can find the world's oldest active pharmacy? Yep, it's true, but wait, have you ever heard of the hidden gem of San Marino? If not, stick around, because today I'm taking you on an adventure across Europe that's packed with jaw-dropping discoveries. From ancient landmarks to secret spots tucked away in small towns, every stop along the way left me in awe. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your very first trip, you're going to want to hear this. Ready to explore Europe together? Let's dive in. Trust me, after this journey, you'll see Europe in a whole new way. Now, before we jump into all the exciting locations, let's address a couple of misconceptions about traveling through Europe. One big myth: people think Europe's countries are all pretty similar. Sure, we all love croissants in France and pasta in Italy, but every country has its own unique flavor, literally and figuratively. Whether it's the language, the architecture, or the traditions, you'll be amazed at how distinct each place is. And then there's the idea that traveling in Europe will drain your bank account. It doesn't have to. Yes, if you stick to tourist hotspots and high-end restaurants, it can get pricey. But I'm here to show you budget-friendly destinations and local experiences that are just as breathtaking, if not more so, than the big-ticket cities. So whether you're ballin' on a budget or looking to splurge, Europe has something for every traveler. Let's start with one of my favorite hidden gems. Let's kick things off in San Marino, one of the smallest and oldest republics in the world, nestled within Italy. This place might not be on everyone's radar, but it should be. San Marino is home to the world's oldest functioning pharmacy, which has been in operation since 1600. But San Marino isn't just about old pharmacies. The entire country feels like a medieval fairy tale. With its ancient towers, narrow winding streets, and panoramic views of the surrounding Italian countryside, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. And the best part? Since San Marino isn't flooded with tourists, you can take your time to explore. No long lines, no crowds, just pure, unfiltered history. If you ever get the chance, I highly recommend visiting this gem of a place. Sintra, Portugal. A fairy tale come to life. Next, let's head to Portugal, to a place called Sintra. Now, if you've never heard of Sintra, imagine a world where every fairy tale you've ever read comes to life. This town is full of magical palaces, secret gardens, and breathtaking vistas that seem almost too beautiful to be real. One of the highlights of my trip to Sintra was visiting the Peña Palace, with its bold, colorful design and hilltop location that offers jaw-dropping views of the Portuguese countryside. And if you're a fan of mythology, you'll love the gardens surrounding the palace, filled with hidden statues and mysterious grottos. It's no wonder Sintra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. From the whimsical architecture to the serene natural beauty, this place feels like a dream. And if you're a foodie like me, don't miss out on trying pastéis de nata, Portugal's famous custard tarts. Trust me, they're life-changing. Hidden villages and traditions. Italy's timeless charm. Let's take a detour to Italy now. While most tourists flock to Rome, Florence, or Venice, I stumbled upon a small, rustic village in the mountains that completely stole my heart. What makes it even more special is that the locals still follow traditional ways of living, like making cheese the same way their ancestors did centuries ago. Picture this. Rolling vineyards, olive groves, and locals greeting you with open arms, inviting you to taste fresh-made pecorino cheese or join them for homemade pasta. I even got to participate in a traditional cooking class, where I learned how to make pasta from scratch. There's something magical about sharing a meal that's been crafted the same way for generations. Italy is known for its food, but there's nothing quite like the joy of experiencing it with the locals. If you ever visit, try to get off the beaten path and into the heart of these villages. You won't regret it. Festivals and fiery traditions, Spain's vibrant culture. Your next stop, Spain. One of the most memorable experiences I had was attending a local festival where the entire town came to life with vibrant colors, music, and dance. If you want to experience the passion and energy of Spain, I highly recommend joining in on one of their many festivals. Spain is a country that knows how to celebrate, and the festivals here are something else. Whether it's flamenco dancing in Seville or the world-famous La Tomatina in Buñol, each celebration is a glimpse into Spain's rich cultural heritage. And let's not forget about the food. Paella, tapas, churros, Spanish cuisine is an experience in itself. I found that the best food wasn't in fancy restaurants, but in small, family-owned eateries where the flavors are bold, authentic, and full of love. Croatia's Adriatic coast, the most astonishing discovery. Now let me tell you about the most astonishing discovery I made during my European travels, Dubrovnik, Croatia. Often referred to as the Pearl of the Adriatic, this city combines history, culture, and natural beauty in a way that takes your breath away. I decided to hike along the ancient city walls, and when I reached the top, I was rewarded with one of the most stunning views I've ever seen. The sun was setting over the Adriatic Sea, casting a golden glow over the medieval rooftops. In that moment, I felt like I was standing at the crossroads of history and nature. Dubrovnik isn't just a pretty face. Its walls have witnessed centuries of history, from medieval times to modern-day conflicts. Walking through the streets feels like stepping into a living history book, with every stone and building telling a story. Before we wrap up, let me share some practical tips for making the most of your European adventure. First and foremost, pack light. Europe's cobblestone streets are charming but definitely not luggage-friendly. Also, don't overlook the beauty of traveling by train. Europe's railway system is world-class, offering an affordable and scenic way to get from one country to another. Plus, nothing beats gazing out the window at the rolling hills of the countryside. And finally, learn a few basic phrases in the local language. Even a simple hello or thank you in French, Italian, or Spanish can go a long way in creating meaningful connections with locals. While many Europeans speak English, showing that you've made an effort to learn their language, even a little bit, will be appreciated and can open doors to more authentic experiences. Another important tip: avoid the tourist traps. Major landmarks are definitely worth visiting, but Europe's true beauty often lies in the places less frequented by tourists. Small towns, local markets, and hidden beaches offer a more intimate look at each country's culture and allow you to see things from a different perspective. Also, remember to give yourself time to just wander. Don't rush from one place to another trying to check things off your list. Europe is best enjoyed slowly, with time to get lost in its streets, savor its flavors, and immerse yourself in its history. The heart of Europe. Unforgettable moments. As we come to the end of this journey, I hope you can see just how diverse and magical Europe truly is. Whether it's the colorful streets of Sintra, the medieval charm of San Marino, the rustic beauty of Italy's hidden villages, the energy of Spanish festivals, or the breathtaking sunsets over Croatia's Adriatic coast, Europe has something to offer everyone. Every corner of this continent tells a different story, and the experiences I had have left me with memories that will last a lifetime. Europe isn't just about ticking landmarks off your bucket list. It's about the connections you make, the lessons you learn, and the small, everyday moments that surprise and inspire you. I hope my journey has inspired you to see beyond the typical tourist spots and uncover your own hidden gems. So, how about you? Have you visited Europe or are you planning a trip? I'd love to hear about your own adventures or hidden gems you've discovered. Drop a comment below and share your stories. Let's inspire each other to keep exploring. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more travel content. I've got plenty of other adventures in store, from more European discoveries to other incredible destinations around the world. Don't forget to like the video, and click the bell so you don't miss any future uploads.